Greetings and salutations, my artsy friends. How is everyone today? So good, I hope. So I thought today we could talk about handmade watercolors. Handmade watercolors are, well, a couple of things. Good morning, Sue. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm so glad you had such a good time, Sue, with your pals. Hey, Nancy. Good morning. So I have all kinds of handmade watercolors. I buy them from different places, and it's a way to support another small business owner. Good morning, Lynn. What was I going to say? Oh, first, I need to tell... good morning, Tam. I need to talk to everybody about this Thursday. I will be teaching a class in Lindsay's 61st and holding birthday party. It's a Facebook group, and this is the name of it, Lindsay, spelled Linzis. Lindsay's 61st birthday, 61st and holding birthday party, Thursday, September 1st. And my class is called Scouts Honor, and it will be from 2 to 3 p.m. And it's going to be amazing. I'm going to teach you fun stuff. You know, I'm way more a process teacher than a project teacher, but I do have a project for us to play with. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody... Make sure you join that Facebook group because there are 5 teachers and we're all teaching a free class. Rebecca was not available on Thursday, so she taught her class, I believe it was yesterday or maybe the day before. But anyway, when you join the group, you'll see that her class was a couple days ago. So you have access to that whole shebang. Also, a reminder that if you are local, we are all meeting at the Walter Ware, and it's spelled like this. And we are going to... All together, we are going to see the Frida Kahlo immersive experience. And then if anyone wants to tag along, Tessa's looking for a fun place for us to have lunch. I said I thought we should eat Mexican food since we're going to see Frida Kahlo. And then if you're still hanging with us, we might go to the Arizona Art Supply. Can I tell you, there's always something that I want there. Always, always, always. Anyway, oh, Nancy, I'm so glad you got it. I will send some more this week. I will. A little swamped with drawing projects this week. I am, I mean, it's my absolute delight to draw for a living. I will just tell you that. Oh, Tam, we're going to have ourselves a time. So, mail call. I got the most amazing package in the mail yesterday. Oh my gosh, Kathy, I screwed up my knee when I was on that last trip to Michigan. I twisted it trying to get out of somebody's way on the airplane, and I will just tell you, it is just, I'm having a time healing it. So I wanted to share happy mail that I got yesterday. I got this giant envelope. Shut it. I got this beautiful card. And then all of this gorgeousness coming to some vintage Papeterie near you. Seriously, all different languages. Stop it right now. Look at this. And it smells old. Oh, I love that smell. From, of course, my dear friend Keely. She's always sending me loot. So I can't wait to make a whole bunch. Look at this one. It's Russian, I believe. So, oh my gosh. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to create. And I will be sharing it with all of you. That's for sure. My heart is full, Keely Bowley. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see. Oh, so I wanted to talk a little bit today about handmade watercolors. So handmade watercolors are a little bit different. I don't know the process. I don't claim to know the process of making a handmade watercolor. All I can say is that I love to paint with them. And I hadn't pulled them out in a long time. I had a period of time there where I was using them all the time. And so, you know, we've talked about this, like pull out a product that a supply that you haven't used in a long time and just start playing with it. What a delight. So, remember, if you're brand new here, please like, follow, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. And then please ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. All kinds of fun stuff goes on in there. And remember, all of my artsy classes and my art printables are available on AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. Okay. So, the biggest collection of handmade watercolors that I have are hydrocolors. Hydrocolors they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. Look at that. So here are, I don't know if you can see that. Here's my swatch of all of my hydrocolors. Look at how pretty they are. And here's one of the coolest things about handmade watercolors. They smell like cloves. So beautiful. Look at those colors. So beautiful. But I do not think that I have my other ones. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So there's another girl named, I don't know how to pronounce it, Myrthe. She's from the Netherlands, and her watercolors are so amazing. So so here are the ones that I have of hers. I have Cherry Blossom. Look at this. This is a dot sample. A dot sample. Look at how the presentation. How would you not support this person? This one is called Morning Glory, and it's right here. Isn't that beautiful? And this one is called Cherry Blossom. Her handwriting is unbelievably beautiful. These are from her. This is the rainbow set. I think that, yeah, Rainbow Dreams. And then I think there's an extra couple in here that I don't know. And then look at these little cards, these little dot cards that you can purchase for a song. But look, I've painted with these so many times. And this one is Lavender Field. This one is Beach Day. Look at, there's Lavender Fields. Look at that. It's so beautiful. So you can find her on Etsy, and you can find her on Instagram. Her stuff is gorgeous. Look at, here's Beach Day. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here's Rainbow Dreams. I just love them. And then she also has Neon. These I don't paint with very much, but I was so intrigued I had to buy them. So you can see that I have played with them a bit, and these are much more opaque than some of the others. Her watercolors, I will say, are much more opaque than some of the others that I've painted with, but her product is superb. Another person who I've bought handmade watercolors from is Rachel Beth. So this little set is called Pool Party, and look at the prettiness. So you get this little swatch card, gorgeous, and then you get these 3 little paints in this little tin. So, and she has, like, she often, the thing about handmade watercolors is that they come out, they make a set, they make a batch, I should say, and then when that's over, it's gone. Do you know what I'm saying? And there's one more person that I buy watercolors from, and her business is called Artistical something or other. Huh. Well, I can't find hers just yet, but I thought we could paint with them today and we could talk about them. Hey Sharon, how are you? Tam, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. So, in keeping with Artistical Isle, and she has some really pretty sets too. She has some that I think of Michelle when I paint with them, because there's one called Emerald Isle. There's one, I'm trying to think. That's the one that I can think of that I love. I love. Okay, so I have this mat, so I thought, well, let's paint this to kind of coordinate with that. The one thing I will say about painting with handmade watercolors is that, remember, we've talked a lot about when you paint with watercolors, you need to activate your colors, right, with that water. Let that water kind of soak in. So I've already activated this once this morning, and then, so I'm going to use one of my little strips, and then you just have to work that water into your paint. Do you know what I'm saying? Look at this color. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Let's do the same with the orange. And these are bleeding into each other. I hate that idea. Let's see if I can rectify that problem. I've had this same card for so long. So I'm telling you, handmade watercolors are a little more spendy, but they last a long time, and their colors, like, you can't get everywhere, right? So if you're looking for something unusual, look at that. And they have the loveliest names, and like I said, handmade watercolors by, I wish I knew how to pronounce her name. Anybody have It's like Myrth, maybe? Myrthe. I'm not sure, but I'll just tell you, her stuff is gorgeous. Okay, so I made myself a little swatch, right? So you can kind of see. Now I'm just gonna start painting. So I'm using the Lucinda art printable because remember that poppies are the flower symbol of August. And we're at the tail end of August, so I just thought that might be a fun thing to do. I'm going to grab a palette. Because I like a watery wash, remember? But I think I want to do kind of a combo watery wash of this gorgeous lavender and that beautiful sky blue. Got some color in there. Let's get some water mixed in. See what happens. I know some people pop them off, but her cards are so beautiful. I just want to keep saving it till there's not a speck of paint left. Good morning, Connie. So I'm just going to start with a watery wash of both of those colors. Look at that. Right? I'm just kind of digging that. Good morning, Jennifer. I just love the blend of those two colors. It creates like the perfect periwinkle. And you know we've been all about the periwinkle this time lately. So you do need to make sure that you take a little time to let that water really work into your paint. So we're gonna grab some more, because we have a couple more flowers to paint. Isn't it the most beautiful? And the combination is called Lavender Fields. Now I bought this like at the beginning of the pandemic, so I don't know if she still has this available. I haven't looked lately, but I will say, make that a little goal today to look her up. Her stuff is just stunning. Just want to get more of that color on there. Okay. Because I want to color all of these. Get some more water in there. I want to paint all of these, all of these poppies similarly. Yeah, it needs more water. I like a nice watery wash. And just take that moment to mix Hi, Becky. Well, today I am talking about handmade watercolors. And handmade watercolors are an entirely different breed of watercolor, right? So the ones I'm using right now, this gorgeous palette is from a girl from the Netherlands named, I'm just gonna myrtleize her name, I just know it. And it's so beautiful. Myrthe. Handmade Watercolors by Myrthe. I don't know. You know what? Now it's probably like Myrtle or something. And I'm just myrtleizing it. Sorry. But I love her watercolors. I love them, love them, love them. And how cool is it to get mail from the Netherlands? Come on. Okay, stop it right now. How beautiful are those flowers? So, I'm also feeling like I want to add some funky elements to this. So, I printed off Vintage Papeterie 7. And so, I'm going to cut out a couple of tickets, which I just thought might be kind of fun. So I'm going to do this 5-cent these two. I don't even know what I'm going to do with them yet, but it'll be cute. So I have these that I thought might just be a cool, and then I just wanted to say thanks. I thought that would be a perfect little addition. I'm going to cut that. And remember that our mat for our card is this beautiful goldenrod color. So look at how that blue and purple is going to pop on that goldenrod. Because why? Because opposite of purple on the color wheel is yellow. And so we have tones of those colors of purple and blue, right? And a tone of yellow. And we're keeping in the same family. So let's I was thinking, what do you think about getting some of this sunrise? How pretty is that color? Getting some of that over here and doing my tickets in that. And then maybe I do my background in this color. I don't know just yet. I think that I want to do my tickets first and kind of see where I'm going. I printed everything on watercolor paper this morning, just so everybody knows. Stop it. Look how cute that is. So let's set those aside to dry. Remember, we can let things dry. I like to paint a layer, let it dry, come back in, let it dry, come back in, right? Sometimes when you order handmade watercolors, they almost always somehow put the name of the color on the half pan. There, this one is called Hummingbird. And they almost always have a magnet on the bottom of the half pan, so it will stick down in your, let's see if I have one. It'll stick down in your tin, right? See that one? And then you see this one says pink red. So just that's kind of a fun added feature. And they also, like I said, some of them have swatches already made. Good morning, Keels. We're talking about handmade watercolors today. I already did my mail call with your gorgeous package of loot that you sent me yesterday. I can hardly wait to create with it. So let's... I'm thinking, what if we really water this down? You know what? I'm going to dry first. And I think I'm going to do my centers of these poppies. Remember, this is an art printable, and you're an artsy person. You can paint them whatever colors you want. It doesn't have to be a traditional color that flower is, known for. It can be whatever you want it to be. That is what I'm thinking when I'm drawing them. Like, ooh, I could paint those orange. Ooh, I could paint those purple. I could paint those periwinkle. I could, whatever you're feeling. One thing I love about her palettes is that she gives you, look at, I can use all 4 of these colors on just this art printable, right? I can use the orange because it is opposite of the color wheel, on the color wheel of purple and blue. Well, it's opposite of the blue, but when we mix that purple and blue together and get that perfect periwinkle, stop it. But then we also have a green because she knows that I bet they're going to paint flowers and they're going to need some green. So I'm going to just do a little bit of orange in the centers. And remember, this is just like our first layer. Who knows where we're going to go after this, right? Let's just get that going, and then let's start working on the green. Grass green. I love that. And these smell like cloves, too. I just love that. It's such a cool little added feature, Get some of that green in there, and then let's get some water. So we're gonna want to watery wash. See, this is feeling too... Yeah, I like it a little bit waterier so I can grow it. You know what I mean? The coolest thing about handmade watercolors is, like I said, that you can, those are colors that you're not going to find everywhere. They're not going to be everywhere. They're going to be, they're unusual. They're made in small batches. Hydrocolor, I know they used to, these are my hydrocolors. They're almost always either shimmery or glittery. Beautiful. But she almost always releases every Friday. So you need to watch her Etsy shop on Friday. She's in Florida. And so her releases are like Friday, I think they're Friday afternoon, early evening. But we need to compensate when we're in other, on the western side of the country. But her colors are just rich and beautiful. look at that. I'm feeling like I really want to, look at, I have some kind of a smudge right there. So, a long time ago, I did, Kathy. I talked about it the other day. It's gorgeous. And just a second, let me grab the little stitched piece. Number one, shut up with George O'Keeffe. You can't go wrong with her. And yes, I just grabbed that off my bulletin board. Fabulous suggestion. And look at her stitching on the back side is just as nice as on the front. That's a sign of a amazing stitcher. And yes, look at, here's that gorgeous George O'Keeffe. Thank you, Kathy. That just made my day. It did, it did, it did, it did. I will say I am always on the lookout for some kind of fun and funky art supply. Okay, so look at these. I got these at a art store someplace. I think San Francisco. Because I think I got a set for Keely. Okay, shut up and look at these little teeny tiny colored pencils. So in a pinch, you could make something with these on the road, right? So once I got these, I was like, and seriously, these were from Flax. Flax, which was my favorite art supply store in San Francisco, which is no longer there, and boo-hoo, boo-hoo. $3.98. But seriously, how cute are those? And they're in this cute little case, come on. But once I got these, and you can see that I've colored with them because they're all kind of worn down. Then I was kind of on the lookout, and I saw another set at another art store somewhere along the line. Look at these! And why did I order these? I'll show you. Because, how does it open? There we go. Shut it. This one comes with a teeny tiny pencil sharpener. So you see, I have not used these yet. But shut it. It comes with a teeny tiny pencil sharpener and a teeny tiny eraser. Stop it. How cool is that? So just think, I mean, your art supplies, you can make art wherever you go. Like, I'm going to start putting this in my purse. I have this, and I have this pen that I got. My friend James Luke Burke recommended it, I think, like in his Christmas list thing last year, and I am here for it. So if I take just this pen in my purse, it has, I'll share with you, these cartridges. So you can put, this one takes 3 cartridges. Look at mechanical pencil, black pen, hot pink pen. So look at that. So in this one pen, you have all of those colors. So let's see if I can share with you the colors. I did give, yes, there you go. I did. This one is from Flax too, and I did give Keely this one too. This tiny, look at this mini watercolor paint set. So look, you could, seriously, with those 2 things, or these 2 things, you could create art anywhere. If you were at a restaurant and you were waiting, and you had a little notebook in your purse, look what you could do. Come on. How cute is that? Okay, so I'm going to share with you. What was I just going to share with you? Oh, I just got paint on the back side of that. Oh, this pen. Okay, so here's the mechanical pencil. So I'm going to write Keeley. Right? Here's the hot pink cartridge. Here's the black cartridge. How amazing is that? And it is, I believe there's a link for it in my Anne's Artsy Arsenal, but it's by Uni, and it's a style fit, and mine is for 3 cartridges. They have them with 5. I just don't like a fat pen. I like a thinny. Yes, you can buy new cartridges, Tam. Look it. There's the mechanical pencil one. I have them with me all the time. I just love it. So, I don't know what made me blab about that. I'm just saying. I love that kind of stuff. And I love teeny tiny things like that. Come on, how fun is that? Right? Let's dry this. So just think, I am sure that all of you are much like me, and you have, about 1,000 pencil pouches. Like, say your friend goes to MoMA and brings you back a pencil pouch with modern artists on it, right? So think about, you could put these 2 little things. You could put a different brush if you wanted. You could put this pen. You could put a micro pen. And you could just make art wherever you go. You could put a little tiny notebook. I think I have a little moleskin and a little, I don't even know who it is, but I think it's, now I don't remember the name. But anyway, seriously, you can make yourself a little traveling art something. I have been intrigued lately by a water brush. There you go. That would be perfect, Kills. That would be perfect. I have been intrigued by what do you call it? Dang it. It'll come back. I'm gonna go deeper around the edges with this, I think. Just start it slowly building. And I'm gonna cut these apart because I really want 2 elements. Just slowly build that dimension. And I look at that. I love that, like, a bunch of paint didn't hit right there. Oh, that makes me so happy. And remember, we've talked about making those watercolor lines work for us. I just like to create those lines, and then maybe I doodle a little bit on it, or maybe I come in with my colored pencils and do a little something there. You see, I'm just little by little, right? Stop it. I can't wait. Seriously, that's so cute. I can't even get over it. Okay, so I also have, so I'm gonna start working on breaking up the fibers. And look at it, I sat it on top of these hydrocolors, and look at, I have paint all over the back. That's okay, right? So now I want to create a little more visual interest. So let's I was thinking about splatters, but I think I want to work on my depth a little bit more now. Right, so I'm going to take some of that paint, work over here. I think I'll do my splatters the very, very, very last thing. Go. And these I'm telling you, these handmade watercolors, the bomb diggity. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of color, and then I'm going to come back stir up that lavender, and then come back and then start deepening here, but not with any, like I'm not doing a super solid blend. I want some highs and lows of color. I like that my darks and lights, I'm just going by where the paint naturally kind of created darks and lights, because sometimes when you look at flower in nature, you'll notice that the light source is all different, right? Because light bounces off things all the time. So it's not like just on the left side or just on the right side, right? Just from the top. It's all of those things. So just kind of go where, don't fight the paint, kind of go where it goes. Right? And now I'm going to come back in with my damp brush. I just whisked it around in my water, and then I tapped it off on my paper towel. And now I'm going to go back up to this tippity top, and I'm going to try and soften that line just a little bit, because I really kind of want that line to work for us, right? And then I can do the lavender too. That sky blue and that lavender. But sometimes there's like a dot like that. I'm leaving that. Look at that. So pretty. Dip. Tap off. Because remember that your brush is it's picking up a lot of pigment. Right? So we want to wipe off that extra pigment. Tap off. Remember, turn that substrate so it's comfortable for your hand to paint. So pretty. Oh my gosh. It is 45 minutes and I haven't said, everybody take a drink. So let everybody take a drink. Okay, I want to keep testing my color intensity, because I want my painting is my focal point, right? But I want my matte to enhance my focal point. So I want to make sure that my paint has the same intensity as my matte. So I want to keep, I know that I need to continue to grow that, right? Little bit by little bit. So I know that this needs to be a little bit more intense than the colors that I have on there now. So I'm going to do this a little bit more, soften the edge ever so slightly. And I kind of like mixing them because then I get that pretty periwinkle. And I've just been obsessed with that. Remember, I was so obsessed with pinks and oranges, and now it's periwinkle. Look, that is a perfect blend right there. I love when you're working so intensely on something. That's when you see the little pockets of gorgeous. You know what I mean? Oh, that's way too wet. There we go. Yes. Bring that over just a little bit. Okay. Now I know it needs to be even more. So let's do that in a couple of ways. Clean our brush, tap it off. Okay, so what do you think about this? It's coming in, some dots of color. Just building that little by little. Kind of digging that. Another layer. This one is providing some nice dimension and texture too, right? So I'm working on creating a variety of sizes of these dots of color. Like I want some big, some small, and then some like almost just like minuscule as they taper off. But stop it, look at that. Do you see how that is creating this amazing hi Sarah, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey Carol, how are you? I bet. Don't we all multitask? Although I told myself when I'm painting, I'm not going to multitask. I'm multitasking because I'm talking to you, but that makes me feel like I'm painting with you. Do you know what I mean? That my friends are sitting at my kitchen table with me, in my studio, at my desk. But only 2 people can sit at my desk. So maybe at the dining room table. More people can sit at the dining room table. And when these dry, like they're dimensional right now, right? Because it's wet paint. But when it dries, look what happens. It flattens itself out into gorgeousness. Oh, I love that. So it must be a Zoom meeting. And I find sometimes I can listen better if I'm doing something with my hands, if I'm doodling or something like that. I just find that to be true for me. I don't know about everybody, but for me, that seems to work. Stop it. Look at that. Hetty, how are you? Hetty, you're from the Netherlands. Maybe you can help me out. I bought some handmade watercolors that I'm painting with right now. And the girl that I bought them from, her name is spelled Myrthe. Can you tell me how that is pronounced? Aren't they gorgeous? Aren't they gorgeous, Shirley? They are from the name that I was just saying to Hetty. Handmade watercolors by Myrthe. I don't know. I don't want to say Mirth. I don't know. Anyway, but look at this one is called Lavender Fields, and this is so she has a whole bunch of different collections, and they're on. She has a Etsy shop, and she's from the Netherlands, and oh my gosh, her stuff is so beautiful. So I have this at Lavender Fields. This is a dot chart that she sold. Like I bought these at the beginning of the pandemic. Lavender Fields, I have Beach Days, I have Rainbow Dreams, that's this set, Rainbow Dreams, and, oh, Neon. I love them all. I love them all. You guys, this is going to be so pretty together. So let's get some more of that orange going. I store my dot cards. I will say, because I want to keep certain, like I fold them and stick them in the tin, and another tin of her stuff, so that all of her stuff is together. I do have some dot cards that I keep in a Ziploc bag, but you have to make sure that you let them dry all the way out before you do that. So that's a little bit of a challenge. So now I'm going to come in and do that same dot method. Like these little teeny tiny dots that she created, I keep those in the same. Look at that cherry blossom. Look at her handwriting. It's so gorgeous. Hey, Julie. I'm going to do that same dot method on the orange centers. But I think I should I should have waited for that to all the way dry because I have one blue and orange kind of bleeding into each other. So I need to be careful as I'm placing my dots down. Oh my gosh, my mom. So my mom and dad are having some work done at their house by some Amish people. And you guys, my mom texted me and said that the Amish people were on their way this morning. And then a little while later, she texted my sister and I, and she said, the Amish person's horse got away. So it ran away, so they're having to find the horse and catch the horse, and oh my gosh, it made me laugh so hard. So the last I heard, they found the horse. Like, the horse was at the animal hospital. My parents live in a small town, so I'm sure that that made me giggle. It's a funny thing. I'm thinking, I know, is that the funniest story, Sarah? Come on. It made me laugh. Oh, so I want to do something else on these. Like, deepen those sides one last time. Then I can soften that. Sort of like car troubles. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, that's funny. And she's like, don't try to call me because our phones are acting up. Oh my gosh, it made me laugh so hard. They're having quite a morning there in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. So I'm feeling like, what if we do that dot thing, kind of like just in the corners. Like, I already have some watercolor lines here. Some nice consistency. Let's do this corner. Little by little. Oh my gosh, we just finished Only Murders in the Building last night. Has anybody seen the ending? It was so good. It was so good. Okay, set that aside to dry. Now I'm kind of at a standstill point again where I gotta let everything dry. And I don't know where I want to go next. Let's see. I think that intensified things. Stop. Look at that. Loving it. Oh my gosh, you need to watch it and then call me Keely. It was so good. It was so good. Oh my golly. So, well, this needs to dry. And where are we in time? Oh, we are almost out of time. So I hope that the thing about handmade watercolors that I don't know that I've mentioned yet is that you can test them. You can just buy a dot chart, right? You can just buy a dot card, and then you can, but remember what I said, handmade watercolors, even more than your regular watercolors, you need to wet them and then let that water activate those colors. And then come in with your wet brush. Maybe use a palette so you don't get smeary colors like I did. But they're so fun. They're such a fun way to just try something new and support another small business. Not much can be wrong with that. I adore you all. I'm so grateful that you came to play again today. On Thursday, don't forget, so Thursday is September 1st, so something new is coming on September 1st. And remember that I have the class that I'm teaching for Lindsay's birthday party called Scouts Honor. We're going to have ourselves a time. I can hardly wait. I can hardly wait. I adore you all. Thank you so much for hanging with me. Remember that if you are brand new here, if you would follow, like, and subscribe to Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. All of my artsy classes and my art printables are available at www.anncorbierescottdesigns.com. I hope I see you there. Bye, everyone.